Welcome back to another episode of Customize Any Ride, better known as Car. It's your boy, Money Rich, the Real Swervo. Today, we have my boy, D Really Real in the building.
What's happening? What's happening?
Got my boy, Fly by G Money in the building.
Yes, sir.
What's up? What's up?
G
And
Money.
my dog, L Boogie 79 in the building. What's up, Walter?
L Boogie, what's going on?
For
What's going
sure.
on, bro?
And
Sir.
man, special guest in the house, man. You know, customized cars, got a dope rap on the Hellcat and all that, red eye, the whole joint. He's into fitness. You know what I'm saying? He's a motivator. I'd like to introduce the SRT God in the building. What's up, bro?
What's going on, guys? Happy to be here, man. I appreciate y'all for asking me to come on.
Man, for sure, man. It's a pleasure, bro.
Yeah.
So, first of all, man, what you tell the world a little bit about yourself, bro?
Hey, man, it's the SRT God. I'm back in the flesh with another damn video. You know what I mean? You can find me on YouTube, the SRT God. I'm at 217 subscribers. I would highly recommend you guys jump on over there real quick. Let's try to get to 250 by Sunday.
Yes,
But no,
sir.
man, you can find me on Instagram. And honestly, a little bit about myself, man. I'm new to the game. I'm going to say that I'm a rookie. To be truthfully honest with you guys, I got a Hellcat red eye wrapped up by Reflection Detail Lighting done by California Lighting. My guys down in Las Vegas. Make sure you guys tap into them. And man, I'm just loving the car game. I'm loving everybody that's really taking me under their wing. A lot of props to a lot of you guys, man. Reels, L Boogie, E-Vapors. Man, I could go on, Car Rail. These guys really took me under their wing and showed me a lot of love. So, with all that, man, obviously, a lot of people realize I love fitness. I'm in the bodybuilding world as well, and you can see my gym in my house. Yeah, man, I just love to kick it, be real, and be myself. Love to have fun. This car game is just amazing. I wish I would have gotten into it a lot sooner. But you know, it is what it is, man. You know, we all start something new at some point in life, and I'm 36 years old and dipping into the car scene. So that's about it, man. I love everybody that's really reached out. You know, you guys have really been awesome about the situation. So I truly appreciate all you guys that have been showing me love.
Man, that's dope, bro, man. We appreciate you too, man. From what I've been seeing, man, you making a lot of noise, man, to be a rookie, bro. So you must be doing something right. I can say that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna steer to my own horn. I am making noise, but at the same time, it's been the people that have been surrounding me. I'm gonna be really, I know it is an interview and it's about me, but at the same time, it's about the guys that have taken me under their wing. You know, I've mentioned all those guys' names: E-Vapors, L Boogie, Reels. These guys have really took care of me, and I can't thank those guys enough because honestly, obviously, as you guys know and I know, the YouTube game is not easy. Everybody and their brother and sister has got a YouTube channel. They're doing something. There's hundreds and thousands of car YouTube channels and things like that. But these guys have just really took me under their wing, and I can't thank them enough. And I am making noise, but at the same time, I'm rolling with the tides. I'm rolling with the bad and the good, and I just being myself and being real. I get a lot of questions about fitness. I love those questions. So I'm bringing something else to the table that a lot of people don't have, and that's the fitness world. But they're also bringing me things that I don't have, and that's the car world. And I think that's kind of cool to mesh it up and bring it to the table for each other. That's what it's about. It's about growing. I can't stress that enough. It's really weird to me because I'm not used to this. It's finding some true people. You know what I'm saying? And to find those true people out of somewhere where I just thought I'm gonna go buy a Hellcat. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get in the game. And a lot of you guys know Mr. Organic. Again, I'm gonna throw him out there. He told me to get in the game and buy a Hellcat and all this. But then I had other people come through and pick me up, and that was so cool to see because it's hard to find those types of people. And the car world is just a different life. It's a different style of life.
Right.
Much respect to anybody that puts their car on the track. I don't care if you're a rookie or vet, mediocre. I went down here in Dallas and y'all motherfuckers are nuts. Y'all doing 130, 145 miles an hour, a quarter mile. I mean, come on. You know,
Yeah.
anybody can do that shit on the street from light to light and do 60 to 70, 80 miles an hour. But
Right.
you put those tracks on the tire, it's a different game. And I'm not gonna hold it back. I was nervous when I walked on that track. You know, I saw Reels pulling up, one handing on the steering wheel, doing it, winning. You know? So
Yeah.
it was a really eye-opening experience for me for Dallas. June 5th with Stunner Reese and Reels and El Boogie and these guys coming down, G Money coming down. It's going to be a hell of a show. And it's going to be a different type again because I've never experienced that style of show. So I'm really excited, man. I can't express it enough to tell you guys thank you so much for all the support and love that we've gotten over here.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
for sure, man. So I seen the Hellcat, man. That's dope, man. The whole line thing with the flames and everything, that's dope, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, we ain't even done with that. We ain't even done with that rap yet. So
you're not done with it?
Hey.
Give me that favorite. Give me that favorite thing. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
I hear that all the time on everybody's channel. Stay tuned.
That's it.
Right.
That's it.
You know, we might have it. We might, again, we might have it ready for June 5th for the rest of the stuff that's going to be done to it. But you know, with this pandemic stuff, man, obviously you guys know doing stuff to your cars. A lot of things on back order, wait on hold. So, you know, we'll wish in one hand, shit in the other, see what happens.
Man, for sure. I like it, man. I like the rap concept, man. The eyes on the hood. You know what I'm saying? I like everything. That's different. Like you said in your video, that's first in the world, man. That's top level. So salute you on that one, bro. That was most definitely different.
Yeah, I was that whole scene there. So like the line and the meaning behind it really fits me very well. I told Reflection Details what I wanted, how I wanted it. They actually came back to me with a little rough draft. We touched some stuff up. So, you know, when you guys are looking at rapping cars, I'm going to be truthfully honest with you guys. When you're rapping cars, it's like a tattoo. All right. So I want you guys to understand that you have to be with somebody that's going to rap your car that gets your mindset, that they understand where you're going and what you understand. Because you put a tattoo, you bring an idea to a tattoo artist, he writes stuff for you, right? Gets it all diagrammed in. I got tattoos all over. But what I'm saying is, if you don't jive with the person that's doing your rap, move on to somebody else. And I say this because it's not cheap to rap your car, and you want it to be about what you want it to be, right? And there's so many different ways you can go about doing the rap, but when you do one, you want to be that one that invented it, that brought that to the light. And if you're not on the same page with the person that's helping you design that rap, it's not going to turn out the way you want it to, and you're not going to be happy with it. So when you pick somebody to do your rap, I don't care who it is, highly recommend Reflection Detail, by the way. Get a plug on that. But you know what I'm saying? I get credit for that one. But anyways, what I'm saying, though, is it's just like anything. Make sure that you guys do your rap and do it right. But at the same time, make sure you're working with somebody that can work with you and understand your concept.
And that's daily noted. So, did they come up with the concept with the Inside 2 with the SRT and the
hell no, I did that one. I'm taking credit, Reflection. I'm taking it. So what I wanted to do there was I wanted to do the Rolls Royce lighting. And I saw them guys doing the Shooting Star, and I was like, yo, I want this done. And I was just throwing it out there. And California Lighting looked at me and he goes, let's do it. And I want you guys to understand that every single light that's in there, and this is another thing too, when you guys do headliners, anybody can do a headliner. A lot of people do drills with their headliner. They use a little drill bit and drill it in and out. Every single hole in that headliner was done by hand. And that's no joke. I watched it, I have video of it. It was done by hand. And the reason they do it by hand, and think about this, when you take a drill, you put it through a wall, and when you pull it back out, what do you get? Insulation. Right. So that's what happens when they pull that drill bit out. That's what happens to your headliners. They're pulling that insulation out of there. It looks like shit. So when they do those individual pins, it's game, man. And it's funny because we were talking about it, and I'm like, so how are you going to do this? And he said by hand, and I said, you're doing this by hand. bro.
Like, how many?
You gotta have some damn patience to do this by hand. You know what I mean? So,
Wow.
the work that those guys do down there, and the thing is another thing is they're coming out with some crazy things this summer. That it's just gonna be mind blowing over there, and I'm gonna be sending some more stuff down there this fall. That's gonna be getting wrapped and stuff like that. So it's gonna be crazy down there, man. I highly recommend them. Hey, you know, you ship your car to them; it's worth every penny. You know, so.
Got you. Hey.
And the one thing I like about, you know, when they did the lights, you can't see them. You can't see them at all unless they turned on.
Yeah, you can. But I will say this though, my fucking elbow, they sharp, dude. They are sharp as hell, man. I went to go itch my head one day. Well, I went to go itch my head one day, and you know, it's kind of I'm 6'2" and 245, 250 pounds. I went to go lift my arm, and it hit one of those lights. I thought I was gonna start bleeding. I was like, damn! Like Jesus,
That's a sharp. You weren't like, that's sharp, bro.
Yeah, it was sharp, but yeah, you can't see them, and that's the thing that sets. And I'm not saying there's no other companies out there like these guys. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people out here take pride in their work. I'm not downgrading them whatsoever. I can just speak from their aspects. I have my car there, and a lot of people that I know are sending their cars there and have been there. So, and that's the thing, man. And that's another thing about this whole car world is, man, you look at a lot of these cars. So I was down in Dallas. I would say, Rails, El Boogie, there was probably, G-Money were there. What, 5 to 1,000 cars?
Oh, hey man, it might have been more than that, bro.
It was a sea of cars.
I'm shooting low here, but every car there, it had their own distinction of who the owner was.
Yep.
If that makes sense. And that's something that you don't get a lot of in bodybuilding and all these other things. You don't get that over there in other aspects of life. Those cars are their passion and their love, and it represents them. And that's what each car was so neat and unique. You know what I mean? So it was so cool to see different, oh man, this guy did that, or this guy did this, and that guy did that. And no matter what the car was, Chevy boys, Dodge boys, whatever, Mopar, whatever, it was so cool to see what they're bringing, and the thought that got into some of these cars was like, whoa, you thought you had a cool car until you showed up to one of those, and you're like, I spent back a couple bucks, you know what I mean?
Right.
Back, put me in my place a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because I thought, I was gonna have a cool ass car down there, and you saw some of these, you were like, wow, man, this is crazy. But it was super neat because there was so much respect for every single person, and it was so cool to see that. It was really cool.
Definitely.
Most definitely cool. Yeah. So I seen you in that, but I didn't get a chance, to holler at you like that in Dallas, you know what I'm saying, like I wanted to. Yeah. So I just want to know, what did you take from being in Dallas? What did you learn the most being in Dallas, vlogging and learning how to interact with other people and introduce yourself as, the SRT guy? What did you learn?
The world is weird. The world is creepy. What I thought, so I'm going to be honest with you guys, what I thought was cool but creepy and weird at the same time was a lot of people saw my car. They were taking pictures, they were taking videos. I was standing there sometimes by it, and they were like, oh, that's that car that the eyes light up. That car lights up at night, and I'm thinking to myself, bro, it's fucking daylight. How the hell can you tell my eyes light up? But the concept of that was how far the internet will take things. You know what I mean? Right. And how much gets out there in the world that we don't even know. None of us know. You know what I mean? It was just crazy to me. But honestly, overall, the first time, like I said, it's the first experience I've ever had. Very, very wonderful time. I had a blast. My wife had a great time. We met some really cool other couple, Reels, those guys. We met them. That was super cool. Optimal, we met them. That was super cool. You know, it was cool. El Boogie, that was super cool. It was really cool to get that feeling in there. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
What I would take from it is, God, I don't even know. There's just so much. It was overwhelming. But I would take that, you know, and I've heard this with a lot of other people, is to interact more with people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a shy dude. I'm going to be truthfully honest with you guys.
What? Hold on.
I don't see that either.
Yeah.
You can't be the SRT god this shot. Come on, bro.
Y'all heard it first time. Y'all heard it first here, man. I'm a really shy dude unless I get to know you, right?
Right.
But when I come on these interviews, I've done a lot of them in the last 2 months, so I'm getting used to it. But I'm loving it. But at the same, and I think that's honestly taking the shell out of me. I'm really coming out of my box with that.
Mm-hmm.
But again, the interaction with people, you know, you walk around, you're so concerned about getting so much footage, and how much videos you want, and how much, you know, all that shit, man. It's overwhelming. So when I would highly recommend you introduce, you know, I'm wearing a SRT God shirt, and I'm like, God, how does people know that it's the SRT God? I say, wow, you know, hey, B, you're doing a really good job promoting yourself. But, I would definitely take in a lot of things. Again, this whole year, I'm going to take like the whole June 5th situation. I really got to be cool with Stunning Reese. Some of these bigger guys, CJ, Corey even showed up. I started, you know, it was really cool to get to know these guys a little bit deeper. And now I'm starting to talk with them on a personal level. And God. When you race, I didn't race, but when you go out there, and this is your first few times going out to watch these guys, I highly recommend don't expect yourself to get on the damn track, man. Watch these boys, because there's a lot to learn in this game. Yeah. There's a lot to learn, not just on the YouTube stuff, but, you know, everybody's like, bro, you got an 800 horsepower car. Yeah, I don't know how to drive the damn thing.
Yeah, right.
You know what? That's being 100 right there, that you will sit here and say that, because you're not gonna be one of those stories on Instagram. You know what I mean? Where I just seen yesterday, I think, or the day, one of them, there was a Charger that was split in half. Don't know how in the world it happened. You know what I mean?
Oh. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You recognize, hey, I don't know that car like that just yet, but I'm gonna learn. Give me time. You know what I mean?
And there's so many buttons, you know what I mean? Like, I still haven't hit the launch button yet. You know what I mean? My wife, she's in the car. Oh, dude, I'm a grandpa, man. I'm doing this. I'm gonna get it on video on my YouTube channel. When I look on the pedal, bro, tears are running down her eyes. You know what I mean? So I do have to get that on video, though. We'll get that on video. Shh, don't tell it.
No doubt.
But yeah, man, honestly, man, Dallas was a really good time. You know, just the people. It was so cool. It was really cool to really. I don't know. I can't get over how genuine people are. Yeah, you know, the bodybuilding world, it's a very selfish sport. If you guys understand, you lose a lot of friends. You lose a lot of people. You know, because people want to go out, people want to eat, people want to drink. What do you do when you go to a family gathering? What are you doing? You're eating and drinking, right? Yep. You go out with friends, you're eating and drinking, right? So when I would go out, you know, very rarely, it was water and chicken breast and rice. You know what I mean? Because I'm prepping for a show, or I didn't go out. I said, no, I can't. I'm 5 weeks out. I can't do nothing. I got to stay home. I got to eat. I got to sleep. People don't give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? They don't care, because now they've asked you 3-4 times. They're done asking you.
Yeah,
right.
They're not supporting you, and that's what is different in this industry, in this car world. Is there's so much support. Yeah. You know, I reach out to somebody or ask them questions, and they're answering it back. You know what I mean? They're like, yo, you should do this, you should do that, you should try that, try this. Right. Like, you don't get that shit in other industry world type stuff. Yeah. And that's what's so cool and mind-boggling to me, because it's new, is the support you get in this industry, in this lifestyle, and this maybe it's the people I'm running with. I don't know. You know what I mean? I mean, you're gonna get your sour apples and everything, but but everybody I ran into has always been genuine and real and cool. You know, anybody can be cool for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anybody can be, oh, he's a solid dude. You talk to him for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But now get in depth with them, get their cell phone number, chat with them on the phone and so forth. And they're still the same.
Yeah.
You know, that's hard to find. And I'm finding that on a regular in our world. And that's something that's really cool to me. You know, I'm definitely driven towards that.
Yeah.
All facts. Go ahead, you really real.
Definitely, man. First and foremost, the SRT guy, man, welcome to Customize Any Ride, man. We are, like Money Rich said, man, we're ecstatic to have you on here, brother. We got to know each other down in Dallas. You know, we chopped it up several times, several days, and it's almost like you kind of become a mini family when you go to these like weekend events and stuff like that. So I'm gonna segue right from Money Rich, and he asked basically what did you take from Dallas, but I'm gonna talk about the YouTube aspect of that. Like, were there any difficulties per se, since you being new to the YouTube realm? Did you find anything difficult in trying to get all the content, edit the content, put the content out, or anything like that? Did you see any hiccups down there?
Yeah. Where the fuck do I start? I mean, I'm gonna be real. I mean, I see these guys. I mean, we went back to the hotel Saturday night. I follow a bunch of you guys, and I'm like, babe, these motherfuckers got footage out already.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't even know how to log into my camera. Like, how are they doing this, man? But other than that, I mean, honestly, yeah, because something, I don't know what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking around like I'm looking at a deer in the headlights. Like, where do I'm so overwhelmed with these cars. Half the time I forgot to turn the damn camera on because I'm looking at it in person.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of footage. With my editing and all that stuff, I'm still new to it.
Yeah.
I'm working on a lot of that. Matter of fact, I'm trying to, before I came on here, I'm trying to figure out how to schedule a video from my phone.
Got to understand.
I'm learning, so all my videos, I literally I'm posting them right then and there. And I'm hearing a lot of people like, oh, you should schedule your videos. Schedule my video. How do you do that, man? Like, I gotta be on Wi-Fi or what? I mean, like, I got Wi-Fi, but I don't have work.
No, but the beautiful thing about that is you have people like myself, Money Rich, L Boogie, E Vapors, everybody in the chat, those things we do know how to do. So any question, I want to make sure you know this before you leave our podcast today. Any question that you have in regards to YouTube, Instagram, whatever it may be, you're always one person away from the answer. You know what I mean? And don't feel like you can't ask us any of those questions, brother, because, just as bad as you want to win, it's a lot of us out here that want to see you win just as bad. You know what I mean?
The other thing is like, call. All you got to do is call, bro. You got our numbers, bro. You already know.
Some of those newest thumbnails was created by E Vapors.
Hey. Because he came to me, he's like, bro, can I do a couple of edits for you?
Yep.
I was like, what am I, sucking ass or what? He called me out, but didn't call me out. But
yeah, exactly. But and that's the thing about my brother, and I'm glad that me and him share some of those same traits. It's like when we can see somewhere where our skill set can benefit somebody else, it ain't about money, it's about helping, because I learned it from somebody, somebody taught me. So that's why it's very important for everybody listening to us right now, everybody in the YouTube world. If you can help somebody level up or do a little bit better on their channel or whatever it may be, take the monetary aspect out of it. Just lend a helping hand, be genuine, because you never know. A lot of times that stuff comes back to you tenfold.
That's one thing I thought was cool too. And I'm not going to mention any names, but you walk around and you see these young bucks.
Mm.
$1,500 and we'll do a collab. And I'm looking at my wife going, $1,500, bro. For what? You ain't gonna make me money. Like that's the thing is just because I pay you $1,500, what are you gonna guarantee? You gonna guarantee me $1,500 back?
Hey, I
saw a lot of that. I thought that was, for me, it was a YouTuber's call out for, the guys like myself and everybody really. But I was hearing a lot of this. Oh, let's collab. It's $1,800 to collab, and I'm thinking, bro, if you're paying him $1,800 to collab.
Right. Hey, I'm about to blow everybody's mind about that real quick, right? About to blow everybody's mind. I want everybody to make sure you're listening to me, right?
Right.
Now, okay, you walking around, you hear people mentioning these prices about collabs, right? Okay, first and foremost, they cannot guarantee you that if you pay me $1,800 and we collab, that you're gonna gain 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 subscribers. So scratch that. That's not guaranteed. Second, right? You're gonna pay someone $1,500 to $2,000 to collab on a video that's gonna go on your channel, right? You still got 500 subs or 1,000 subs, so your same subs is gonna see that video, so it's not gonna get out to anybody else.
No.
Okay, so this is a jewel for everybody, right? If you feel like you really need to pay somebody, pay them. Because I'm not knocking them cats for taking the money if you're gonna give it to them, but look, pay them to shout your channel out on their channel, on their videos, because if they got 200,000-300,000 subscribers, that's where you want your name to be mentioned at. Your name is mentioned on yours every single day. You know what I mean? Myself, I don't believe in paying nobody for nothing, okay? Because when that happens, it becomes a business transaction and it's not a collab. A collab is me and the SRT God linking up saying, yo, bro, let's get together and let's do a video together. Right. You know what I mean? I made this mention, I believe, last podcast when I was out there in Dallas, and I heard some guys walk up to CJ on 32, was like, hey, how much you charge to do a collab with us, in our video real quick? CJ said, I ain't charging you nothing, bro. Come on, let's do it. You know what I mean?
That's so cool to me.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. So, remember that what I just said, y'all. You could come back and watch it if you just jumped in, but remember that don't pay nobody for a video that's going to go on your channel to see the same amount of subs. You know what I mean?
Because I want to go up to the guys and be like, so do I get a receipt? Because this is a write-off.
Hey, I'm telling you,
off, man. I'll give you $2,000. I'm claiming.
But I wouldn't, I wouldn't want one of those types of transactions. Reason being because I don't feel like the chemistry is going to be organic between us. You know what I mean? No pun intended or whatever. But I just don't think it's going to be a true, genuine collaboration because it's now a business transaction. You know, we'll fire to the tip. Hey, you know what? Real quick, before I jump into the next questions, hey, Rich, you want to run through, man, and shout out some folks that's in the chat room, brother?
Yeah, man. You see, man. Man, Robert Smith, what's up? Only One Seller, what's happening? KJ Matt, 82. Staying on the podcast, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
Jenny Wells.
Hey.
Lefty 2 Bud.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
SRT got it.
Yeah. Yeah, we got Zay.
From here on out.
Yeah, I think she been in here. She just finally put something up. She was in the back. She was in the bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bro,
man.
We got Mr. Ooh Wee in the house himself.
Yes, sir.
My brother.
Yeah, man. We got a lot of folks in the chat, man.
In the building.
Yeah, we Yuki.
What's happening? What's happening?
Yeah, man. We loaded tonight, brother. You know, SRT God. Speaking of the SRT goddess, right?
Yeah, she ain't nothing but trouble.
Hey, me and my lady Jen, we had the the wonderful pleasure of hanging out with you guys, some real, genuine, true people. You guys, like, they're fun to hang around with. fun to chop it up with. Now, within this community that you've delved into, the car community, it's very important to have that support from your significant other, and to see her out there at these events with you, to come for the whole weekend. I know she got your back, bro. Can you let us know how important that is for you and you guys' relationship, and having that support and something that you're really into, but not per se it's her main forte?
Well, I'm gonna be truthfully honest with you guys, man. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here today.
Right on,
you
brother.
know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, this whole, like, I originally wasn't supposed to be buying a Hellcat till this year. I bought one last October. Spur of a moment type thing. I was actually down in Arizona, and I was flying by a dealership, saw it sitting there, and I flew in there real quick. I'm like, hey, let's go check this out. And of course, he's rolling her eyeballs, like we ain't we're done, But I don't care if you're a guy or girl, married, girlfriend, boyfriend. In my theory, and I've always stuck by this, if y'all ain't supporting each other and push each other to the best every single day, you're wasting your time. Yeah. You're wasting your time. The reason I say that is because I've been in other relationships where I feel like I was pushing them to try to be their best, but you're not getting in return. And it just doesn't work that way. And we mesh really well. She's a business owner. She's an entrepreneur. I'm a business owner. I'm an entrepreneur. But with the car scene, honestly, dude, she's digging it. She wants to be at all the shows that I go to. Cool. She's Spanish, so that comes in her culture as, in my opinion, as she supports anything that I'm willing to do. Although I wanted to buy some Mickeys and new rims, and she put the posh on that. She said, hold on, real quick. Let's hey, hold on.
You gotta say, but baby, they sticky Mickeys.
I tried every damn thing there was. I was Googling what kind of words could I use for sticky. She wasn't going for it, but she allows me to do anything I want. And when it comes to that, and this, like you said, the support, I wouldn't be here without her. She's a badass girl. I couldn't ask for a better one. And the support has been real because, like you said, she didn't have to do this.
No.
She didn't have to support this. She doesn't have to agree with going to buy $100,000 car just on a whim. Putting a $9,000-$10,000 wrap on it and doing other things to it. And why I throw the money out there is because, and I'm not doing it to be a big shot, but it's a lot of money. You get one of these cars, that ain't buying a car. You buying a fucking house.
No, that's facts, bro. That's big facts.
She allowed me to do that, and it was just super cool to me. And I knew right then and there, not only just right then and there, but it was like, this one is a huge supporter of mine. I support her the best I can for what she wants to do, which is buy a lot of clothes. I gotta let her do that. You know what I mean? Because she ain't buying the damn shoes that got red bottoms, then I'm in trouble.
Hey, it might be a swap. Red bottoms for some Mickeys.
I didn't try that one.
Yeah. Doggone. I think that's a good trade-off right there.
But the thing is obviously, and this is the thing too that a lot of people don't realize is that I'm a lot younger than her. I've always been into older women. She's had her business for 22 years. She's super established, super independent. I'm going to be really honest with you. She's a boss bitch. She can hold her own, and she's independent as hell. And sometimes that's intimidating. But at the same time, it's super cool and super hot. Does that make sense?
No, bro.
No, absolutely.
Because it's hard to find. It's hard to find that in women, but it's also hard to find that in men. It's not one way or the other. I feel like we're both very independent people. We both are very determined on what we're going to do and how we want to do it. We're both on the same page, and that's huge. We're just like any other couple. We fight, we argue. I'm German, she's Spanish, so there's a lot of arguments. But it's we're both bullheads, so you got to get through that, And but we've been together for 4 years. Been married for a year and a half. Just went over a year back in February.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
I couldn't ask for a better support system than I have. You know, not only just with you guys as friends, but just structurally home. It's very important. It really is, and it sucks because I see a lot of people that don't have that. They don't understand it. They don't grasp it. I'm not somebody on here that's a relationship counselor, but if you guys cannot support one each other, you're already losing.
You in bad shape then, you know. Like I said, I salute how you guys support each other. I'm definitely in a blessed situation to where my lady Jen, she supports in all of these events we go to. She's as soon as we find out of an event, you know, she's on looking at hotels, travel arrangements. Are we driving? Are we flying? So it's almost like I got a travel agent, you know, in the house too. You know what I mean? So but she know how bad I want to go to a lot of these events, you know. Right. So for me to see her put that effort in and making sure that I get to these events, bro, I gotta say, I know I'm blessed to have the woman that I have, and I know you feel the same, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I can't go that she was booking all this shit because I have to do all that because I'm very picky at where I'm staying. I'm in the whole situation. I ain't staying in no fucking Motel 6, bro. No. I'm going straight to the booth, you know. But that's just me. You know, I've always been a diva, and she knows that. So that's why I take the control of it. And if I'm picking it, it obviously must be legit.
Gotcha, man. So you're in your that's probably, I would say that's your haven back there, you know, your place of solace, you know. Brother, you know, we have a lot of people you know, out here that within the YouTube world and our community that I see they're trying to, you know, get themselves together and maybe lose some weight or maybe tone up, so forth, so on. Give me one of the biggest misconceptions about getting fit and clarify it for us.
Weighing your food, measuring what you're eating, what you put in your mouth. You know, on one of my YouTube channels that I just dropped, you are what you eat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you want to go to McDonald's, and E-Vapors is not McDonald's, it's McDonald's. I'm going to call him. But, you know, don't get me wrong, guys. I don't sit here and eat chicken and rice all the time anymore like I used to. I'm living a balanced lifestyle that I'm new to, but at the same time, I also work out, you know, anywhere from 5 to 7 times a week. I'm still eating pretty healthy mostly during the week, and that's why I don't put that shit on film because nobody wants to see me eat chicken and rice and broccoli. Man. Just to be real with you guys, you know what I'm saying? To see me eating some good ass food, and that's, you know, that's one of the things on my channel that's really stuck out to a lot of people. Is I usually on my YouTube videos I usually have some gourmet badass food, and everybody's like, "Bro, that's so cool," you know. So I'm trying to get it, but honestly, people really don't understand what they're eating. And it's very easy to do. It's very easy to do, and I get it. I respect it 100%. But I've had a lot of people reach out to me, especially with the whole YouTube and the car scene, and I just tell them, "Are you weighing your food?" Why? I eat this much chicken. Well, how much is this much chicken? You know what I mean? Or when are you eating it, and why are you eating it? And it's just so much involved. But honestly, I've always told on all my past interviews is start with knowing what you're eating.
Gotcha.
You know, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I gotta go work out. It's like, no, don't go there and burn yourself out. Don't overdo yourself to where you're sore for 4 days and you don't want to go. And you know, or intimidation. I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. A lot of the gyms that I go here are a bunch of meathead gyms, but at the same time, you walk in that door, you're like the rest of us.
Yeah. Right.
You're 400 pounds, 100 pounds, or 200 pounds. We're all there for the same fucking reason. And leave the ego at the door because we ain't about to have it.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that's where a lot of people feel comfortable on walking in there and actually doing something with themselves because it is intimidating. A guy like me coming in there and a guy that's overweight and not paying attention to what he's doing, he looks over at me like, "Oh, I shouldn't be here." No, motherfucker, you should be here. You should be right with
the right place.
You know, so I get it though. We've all been there. You know what I mean? We all start somewhere, but really focus on what you're eating. You know, and drinking. You know what I'm saying? I used to drink a lot of pop. I can't say that I don't drink a lot of vodka right now, but I do. But you know, I know my body, so I know when I need to really, really cut back and regroup. You know, so. But I love it. I love it. I've competed. I've been in bodybuilding shows. So I respect anybody and everybody that's watching that's been there, done that. It's just not for me anymore. You know, I've gotten in the car game. I'm just doing it now that I love lifting. I love the sport, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm always going to be a fit person. I don't think that's really ever leave my blood. But competing, I think I'm done with that unless I win the lottery and I don't have to go back to work.
Got you, man. And you know, we recently, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the chat have noticed that we kind of elevated the game on our you know, our thumbnails and our advertisements, bro. And you know, you were the first one, you know, to go on to the new format. It was you and the Real New York. So I just want to, you know, congratulate you on being the first one, and I think this is you know, gonna stick to the wall like spaghetti. You know, with what we got going on, man. But on the way out, you know, I wanted to make mention real quick. There were, you know, so a lot of collabs went down in Dallas. Okay, you saw all the big YouTubers and stuff like that. Maybe you got to talk to all of them. Maybe you didn't. Okay, if there is one person you in the YouTube world that you would like to collab with, that's, I'm gonna go ahead and speak it in fruition. They're watching this podcast right now, and you would like to genuinely link up with them. You know what I mean? And whether it be talk on or off camera to get jewels from, or you know, to do a collab, who would that be?
Honestly,
and why? Two-part question. And why?
Honestly, I mean, you know, a lot of you guys know that I'm cool with Mr. Organic. He's my type of player. You know what I mean? You know, I worked out with him at Lifetime here in Minneapolis. He's from here. But honestly, I would say between him and Tall Car Guy, it has nothing to do with what they have for subscribers. I don't give a shit how many numbers you have. The reason I say that is because maybe it's because I watch their stuff with their thought process. Their thought processes are crazy.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, they show, and I'm going to say this is YouTube, guys. Not everything is out there. Okay. You know, not everybody's out here making millions of dollars on YouTube. I'm going to straighten up tell you guys that right now. Everybody that is in YouTube, and if you have 800 subscribers, you have 300,000 subscribers, you have other shit going on. All right. So for everybody to think that, oh, they're making off, you know, I'm buying a new Ferrari, I'm doing this. You ain't doing that just on YouTube. No, you're not. You have other things that are in the works, right? So I want the concept of these guys of, you know, you got Corey coming from prison. You know, what made you do this? You know, you can listen to his story, but take him off the camera. And you got Organic that's from the streets. You know, I'm from the streets as well. A lot of us are. But how the fuck are you? You know, and I'm not saying you guys aren't big, because you guys are growing very well. Every single one of us on here are. But how do you continuously come up with shit that's grabbing people? You're grabbing not just one generation, not just one race, not just you're grabbing fucking everybody. I mean, Young's too. You know, Organic just dropped a video the other day, in a handicapped kid knew who he was, and it blew his mind. He was like, "What the fuck? That's awesome!"
No, I watched that video. You know,
it was like, how do you guys market yourselves? Because in the YouTube industry, marketing yourself is huge.
Big time.
You can't. You're a walking billboard anywhere and everywhere you go. You know. So and I mean, obviously, I met El Boogie, I met Reels, I met Vapors, and these guys, and honestly, those are the guys I really wanted to meet in person, because it was the first time we've ever met. But when you get to that higher scale, it's just like, how do you guys continue to do this? What drives you to keep doing this? Because, like you said, I'm at 217 subscribers, and I'm like, I'm going out of my way to keep doing these videos and trying to grab people and try to this and try to that. And you drop a couple videos and you're still at 217.
Yeah. But hey, brother, we had some conversation, of course, off camera and all that when we was in Dallas about this whole YouTube game.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put something together, as far as what we talked about, to make some things happen. I think some people will be excited about it, you know what I mean? And they're gonna look forward to it. So y'all make sure that y'all stay tuned, man, for everything that it's gonna come with SRT God, bro. I wish you nothing but success in this world, man. And if there's anything I can do, don't hesitate to hit me up, bro.
I appreciate that. I honestly, everybody that came through here, that has stopped by, that is in here right now, I truly appreciate all the love and the support y'all are showing, not just myself, but these guys here. They reached out to me and wanted to bring me on here, and I can't thank those guys enough. It's blessed as hell to do that. But it's just really cool to have everybody come in here and just bullshit and have a good time.
Yeah.
You guys took the time out of your day to watch me and these other 4 guys. Thank you so much for swinging through. I truly appreciate the love and the support from everybody.
Yeah, man. Ain't no money like G money, right?
Hey, man.
Ooh, what's up, SRT God, man?
What's going on, Bob?
Man, I wish I wanted to chop it up with a lot more with you down there in Dallas, but we both was trying, like I said, the next time it's gonna be more networking and less filming. I swear to God, bro, because chopping it up with people, man. I met so many people, and it was so nice to meet them. And like you said, man, when somebody comes up and they recognize you, you like, you recognize me?
Yeah. Then you're like, who the hell are you?
Right. I'm like, man, man, you subscribe for real? Oh man.
Yeah. I love it, bro.
Yes, sir, man. But I want to jump right into it. The clothing line.
Yeah.
G Money is dibbling and dabbling in the clothing line. Also, the Relly Rails has his own thing. Bro, I'm gonna tell you, man, I just got a question. How did you find your supplier? That's the hardest thing for me, is finding a great supplier, you know what I'm saying, with the quality of merchandise that you want to sell at the right price that you can also make money. So, you know what I'm saying? Take me on that search with you, bro.
I'm going to be really truthfully honest with you guys, man. It's been a journey as hell. I want to throw the towel in 100 fucking times. It's a money pit. It was a money pit. I was throwing thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and I'm talking a lot of money. Again, here comes the support from the wife. She kept pushing me. She's like, babe, we're there. You got to keep going. But with that being said, I started out locally. I want to keep everything in the United States. I've been screwed a few times from people. It's going to happen. I'm sorry. It's gonna. I learned my lesson. I learned what to do, not to do, how to do it. But honestly, I've gained a lot of. This is going to sound really weird to a lot of people that don't understand. But when you're doing a lot of work overseas with companies, there's a trust that you have to gain with the manufacturers for them to invest with you. Okay, and it's taken me about 3.5 years to do that. I'm always looking for new manufacturers. I'm always looking for new stuff. I'm always looking for new ideas. A lot of work, a lot of legwork. And I'm up at 2, 3, 4 in the morning talking to these people over in China, Pakistan. I didn't want to go out of the United States, but I also had to make money.
Yeah,
right.
I've always told everybody that I'm not here to look for $1 million on my clothing line. If you think you're going to make $1 million in your clothing line, quit smoking, because you're on. You know what I mean? It's no different than a lot of these. It's no different than YouTube. You're going to find a crack. You're going to slip through, and you're going to make it. There's going to be a side street next to the highway. You're going to find that. You're going to weave your way through and find the interstate. You're going to find the interstate. You're going to run into a car jam. You're going to find things that are going to happen. That come across. Your shipments don't show up. You just dropped $2,500 on a bunch of clothes. They ain't here because the fucking ship tipped over. It's so many things. But what I can tell people is don't stop. If you want to get to a brand, I'm happy right now and I'm having very good success. I can't thank everybody enough that has represented me and bought my stuff and supported my brand. But it's gotten to be to a different level. I started out locally. I started out selling a shirt, 2 shirts, 3 shirts, 20 shirts, 30 shirts. Now I'm into 1,000 shirts. Well, I can't stay locally with that because I'm not making money. Matter of fact, some of my sweatshirts, it actually cost me money to ship. I was losing money. It cost me $10 to sell a damn sweatshirt. Well, who's doing that, right? And I don't disrespect any local company that's trying to do that because they have to make money too. So what I did was I cut out that middleman and I went straight to the manufacturers. And I'm going to be real with you, I was begging them. I was like, what is it that's going to take, and what kind of relationship? And that's what they work on, is relationships. And I'm not there yet. There's a couple big companies that I'm really trying to work with right now. I'll drop one. It's a Victoria's Secret company. I'm trying to work with them and try to get with them to do my women's stuff. My women's stuff is crazy, man. All your wives and girlfriends, don't give them the credit card because they love to spend money.
Right.
But it's been a long journey, and like I said, I want to throw the towel in 100 times on this, but my support system was like, no, you got to keep going. And it's with anything in life, guys. If you're going to work your ass off, it'll pay off in the end. You're not going to see it for a while. And it's been a journey. I've learned a lot of stuff just from that. It's overwhelming. The last 3-4 months have been overwhelming with the clothing line and YouTube. I work a full-time job. So I work for the power company here in Minnesota, and there's times where I put 50 to 70 hours in a week. Plus I got my YouTube, my clothing line, my cars, my dog, my wife, her business. It gets overwhelming sometimes. So the thing that I can say with that is don't put too many irons in a fire. And that's exactly what I did in the last month and a half, 2 months, was I put too many irons in the fire. I started forgetting shit. I started screwing shit up. So you can't do that. It's very hard to do. It's very easy to do. But if you're looking for clothing line and stuff like that, Elma is a good app to have. If you're just looking for a couple stuff for yourself, stick locally. You're gonna be better off because I made so I do with my brand. I'm not trying to go deep or whatever, but I buy samples. So I tell these guys what I want, how I want it done, what fabrics I want, the style I want, all that. They send me samples. Okay, so just for my samples, there's times where that's $300, $400, $500 just for my samples. Because these manufacturers, they're trying to produce thousands. Too, right? So it takes a lot of money to do that, but at the same time, like you said, my motto at my website is I'm a cover the bodybuilding world. There ain't no bodybuilding people that got money. I'm gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real because it's just like the car world. You guys, we're all sticking money into our oil, our tires, our power steering fluid, that type. Well, they're putting money into their coaches, their food, their supplements, their vitamins, their shakes. They ain't got no fucking money. We're all trying to make it in the game, right?
Right.
I want guys and women to look good when they go to the gym, feel good in the gym, because that helps you go to the gym. So I honestly, I don't make a ton on my clothing, but I'm proud that I'm able to have, I'm going to say women because that's my most selling point is women clothing. When I get that email or that message on DM, Soda Muscle, they're like, oh, I love your leggings. I love them. They make me feel great. They make my ass look amazing. I'm like, fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's like when someone says your car's badass, it's like that with my clothes. I'm like, yes, like you're saying something. You know what I mean? I mean, $10, but I'm happy to hit them. But, so you got to start off with that. Is this a company that I want to grow? Yeah. We're growing. I'm in the Mall of America. Right now I'm in the Mall of America, the store out there. I'm looking at a place in New York and Arizona. But this whole COVID stuff has really put a damper on it. And that's when I launched my website last March, right when COVID started. And I'm thinking, well, this was a fucking broke idea. You know, but you don't know. And honestly, those first 6 months were crazy. I mean, I couldn't keep up. Yeah, I was selling out left and right. You know, but yeah, it's a long journey. It's all about your passion. You know, in anything, it's about the passion that you love. I love fashion. A lot of you guys know that. So to be able to put my vibe on clothes is something that's super neat.
Dope, man. Yeah.
T, do me a favor, check your mic real quick. You sound a little distorted a little bit. I can hear you. It's a little distorted a little bit. Just a little.
How about that?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Hey, real quick though, SRT, my bad, G Money. I apologize, my brother. Hey, we gotta talk about this clothing stuff. So,
hey, you already know. We will be talking. I'll be in your inbox and all that. So you know what I'm saying. So hey, when you see G Buddy, just make sure you go ahead and respond, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, sir. Now you know I'm an older gentleman, man, and I like I said, I wanted to chop out since I saw you on the New York show. I need to get myself together, bro. I done seen myself on the camera, bro. Hey, bro, I gotta get it together, man. I gotta get it together.
They say the camera puts on 10 pounds, so you gotta realize that.
Yeah, man. So you know, I'm 50, so you know what I'm saying. Easing back into the gym. Any exercises you recommend? Stretching. You know what I'm saying, man. Let G Money get the jump start, you know what I'm saying?
A little caffeine for your ass will do something too.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, guys, I hate stretching. I fucking hate it. But it's important. Yeah. But you know, with like you said, getting back into things, honestly, I would just go in there, do your cardio. You know, throw in a half hour on the treadmill. Nothing serious. Just at a walk. You know, nice slow walk. You know, go do machines. Don't go over there do free weights. Do machines. And the reason I say machines is because there's no machine out there that's designed to hurt you. If you watch a lot of my videos and a lot of the, you know, I've been dropping tips and things like that on my videos. I'm on machines half the time. And I say that because you know, I could grab I got free weights, but I could grab them. When you start doing free weights, you're depending on stabilizer muscles. You're depending on so many different muscles, right? So when you got this machine over here, I don't know if you can see it. It's that machine right there. It's a cable machine. Yeah. Best machine you could ever buy. Best machine you could ever use in the gym. Always being used in the gym, and there's reasons for that. It's because it's slow and controlled. When you start doing free weights, you start getting, you know, that big old head. You can start doing anything and everything.
Yeah, shaking all over the place, wobbling and all that. You ain't getting no good form.
No, and that's where your form's going to start getting screwed up and messed up, right? So I always tell people, you know, I put people on diets. I put people, you know, I don't do that as a living anymore. I've been asked a ton of times, and I'm gonna be truthfully honest with you. I always get asked, "Yo, B, why don't you do diet plans and why don't you do, you know, exercise?" Why? Because none of y'all motherfuckers listen. And I ain't got no damn time to tell you to do something you ain't gonna do. I mean, I'm real, you know. But yeah, so when I tell you just go to the gym and do the treadmill, lift some weights on the cables, and get your feel for where you're at. Everybody starts out differently.
Yeah.
Your mic messed up again, bro.
Probably just the phone probably sliding or whatnot. And typically, like if a phone moves or whatnot, with the audio, the phone compensates. The audio compensates in the phone. And it's still about the same or whatnot. But let me see, because the mic is down towards the table or whatnot. We should Yeah, it'd be good. We ain't gonna hold up too long on that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
you know, my last question is, you know, you got the racing bug, like you said. You know what I'm saying? Is you gonna do some fly stuff like G Money do? You know, with the wheels. You know what you got coming, bro? You gonna go fly, or you gonna be a racer, or you gonna keep it in between, bro?
I'm gonna do both.
Hey, show and go.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm at the track, I'm gonna put the racing wheels on and we're gonna race. When I'm back home or I'm traveling, I'm gonna put some dubs on there. We're gonna be banging out some ribs. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I've always loved ribs. I've always loved. You can call it gangster, you can call it G-Go, you know, whatever you want to call it. I've always loved it. I've always had ribs on all my cars, so I'm thinking about throwing some 22 deep dish on there.
Oh.
From Forgiato, you know. Might do a little work with them. You never know. But yeah, so it's I'm gonna do both, man. Next year, I'm definitely gonna have a set of race tires, and I'm gonna throw some 22s and deep dish on there this year. You gotta make it look fly, man. You can't put a wrap on there and keep it all factory.
Yeah.
Right.
I will say I'm probably not gonna do a sound system in there because the one that comes factory beats pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's pretty heavy. If you gonna race, you know.
This is how much of a rookie I am. I didn't even know there was subs in the back of that damn thing.
Yeah.
Until I think Boogie and Vapors was telling me about it. I'm like, what? I never even have a spare tire.
Right.
No.
You don't go back there, huh? You don't go back there.
You get an air compressor back there. That's what you get. And it has one shot of Fix-A-Flat on it. One shot of Fix-A-Flat. So you better hit it right the first time.
So check out my new video. I'm dropping tomorrow on Friday morning. Y'all will shit your pants after you see my tires.
Yeah.
And I drove from Dallas. I hope my wife's not on here. I drove from Dallas for those tires.
Hey, I would tell you this. She just posted a comment in the chat, but hey, I got an oil change the day before leaving for the trip, and when they put my car up in the air, it was the inside of my tires that were worn like down. Like they had the chalk where they circled and drew a number on it and all that. They were like, bro, your joints is bad. So day of before I left to go to Atlanta, because you know we made a trip out of it. I had to go buy a whole new set of tires or whatnot like that, man. So I feel your pain.
I was through the cables.
Oh,
yeah. He put it up to change. He put it up to change the tire, and it was throbbing. He said he thought it was going to blow right there. And he looked at me and he said straight up, he goes, "Dude, don't ever bring tires in here like this again." And I was like, "Oh,
yeah, man." Hey, thank God y'all made it. You know,
God was looking after you, brother.
Yeah.
God was looking
Big
after
time,
you for
bro.
sure.
Big time.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
all right, man.
The SRT gods was taking care.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this thing to L Boogie, but nice talking to you, bro.
Appreciate you, appreciate you, bro.
Well. What's going on? The SRT
Hey, Al Boogie. Now you got to realize we're live, so you got to behave.
Hey, man, I had a good time, man. You know, ever since the first time I met the SRT God, he was on Car Talk TV, with Vapors, and you know, he gave some shirts because we had won like something that they did on Car Talk TV with free breakfast, and I remember the SRT guy was like, who's the winners, and he announced them. It was me and AutoBiz, and he's like, I'm gonna send him some shirts too, and I'm like, wow, you know, I didn't even know this guy like that, you know. So I shot him my text, and within a week I had some merch. And I was like, man, that's cool. He didn't even know me like that, you know. So, you know, we kind of exchanged numbers and been talking, and you know, he was telling me how he did, you know, how to go about meeting these people, and you know, who's authentic and who's not, you know. And I was just kind of like, hey, man, just hang with me, and I'll point them out to you. You know.
You actually did just recently too. You know, so because you get a lot of weird DMs, man. I'm gonna be real with you. You get a lot of overwhelming DMs, and I was like, Boogie, man, this dude's trying to sell me on some shit. Is he legit?
Yeah.
You know, and he was cool. You know, he told me,
Yeah.
Right.
It's out there though, man. You know, guys.
Yeah,
like
it's still
El
out
Boogie,
there, bro.
El Boogie, a doggone keep you pointing in the right direction though, man.
Hey,
Well, I don't know
I
all the
try.
time. I don't know
I ain't
all the
always
time.
right though. Hey, I ain't always right because I mean, cause you don't know.
You hit him up on a Saturday night, he might hit you sideways.
No,
Hey,
but I really go ahead.
Nah, go ahead, bro. I'm gonna say
I
that.
really enjoyed my time with you, man. And one of the things that, you know, as I'm looking through my footage, which I have tons of footage, I'm gonna still be putting some stuff out here soon. But one of the things that really got me, you know, with this whole trip and looking through the footage was that, you know, with all the things that's going on with social media, you know, racism and stuff like that. One thing that when I was looking through my videos and what I've been trying to capture is all of us having a good time, you know, all colors, all race, because at the end of the day, this car thing brings us together. We all have the same thing, but also too, you know, we can come together and have a good time and not have a lot of fighting. And that's one thing that I like. There was no really fighting, there was no shooting, you know, people was laughing, having a good time, getting footage, you know. And that's one of the things that I really enjoyed with you guys and meeting you face to face, you know, because I met pretty much all of y'all, you know, in Dallas. You know, we talked, we chatted, you know, but actually putting a face with everything, man, I really enjoyed myself with you. And I'm gonna tell you what, man, SRT guy, you funny though, for real. Hey,
I appreciate it.
You was a funny guy, bro. Hey, and, you know, some people look at you like, oh man, this dude is big and he's huge, and you know, stuff like that. But actually, to get to know you, matter of fact, my girl said that she's like, I didn't know how I was gonna take the SRT guy. I didn't know, you know. And I said, just wait. And once she got there, and then when we got back, she said, man, that SRT guy, man, he is a funny dude. You know, I guess y'all was laughing and y'all was talking and stuff, and y'all really made her feel comfortable. And I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I get that a lot, man. I get that a ton of times where people don't, you know, they judge the book by the cover, right?
Right.
I've had that my whole damn life, and that's facts. You know, I was a class clown all the time in school and so forth. And now, you know, now that I'm a bigger guy, whatever, and everybody's like, oh, he's an asshole. Look at him, dude. He's a big dude and this and that. And, you know, my theory on that is if you're not going to give me the time of day, I don't need your time. You know, I'm going to be really truthfully honest with you guys is that, you know, you guys gave me the time of day. And for that, you know, you gotta show that respect back and have fun and all those things that you guys you guys took me under. So E-Vapors is throwing out, hey, E-Vapors, just so you know, it's McDonald's, not McDonald's.
There you go.
I know you in here, champ.
There you go.
Yeah, he said he ain't funnier than me. He ain't stronger than me.
Yeah, we'll see who's pushing who's Tesla when that thing ain't charged up. Don't be calling me like B. I need you to put my Tesla in the garage so I can plug it in. And I'm gonna go rev my engine in my little V8. Burn it up.
Yeah,
you
man.
know, another thing too, man, what I do, and I really can relate to you when you were saying something about the SRT goddess, how she supports you. And that's a big thing because, you know, my woman, she's been supportive. She just came out of nowhere. I know people's like, who is this? And she just came out of nowhere. She's always supported me in the background.
Yeah.
You know, but now she was like, okay, I see some stuff coming and I really like what you're doing. And, you know, the guys seem pretty cool. So she kind of was like, all right, I'm support you. And that's one thing at the end of the day, you know, it don't matter if anybody else support me. The most important thing is my woman, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's the one that you live with. That's the one that you rock with, you know, so that's definitely very important, you know, and I really enjoyed seeing, you know, there's single people out there, you know, that was there, but it was cool to have the couples together and seeing them get along and us just having it was like we was one big happy family.
Yeah.
You know,
it was super cool to meet the couples.
Right.
You know, and that, you know, like you said, the whole race situation, man. Obviously, you guys know I live in Minneapolis. I'm dealing with a lot of that right now. We had that for a minute, and for me to be able to come out there and have fun with everybody, every race was really, really cool for me because back home right now, it's touch and go.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. You know, there's a lot of things that are touch and go with that, but to be able to be around that and be able to feel that vibe was super cool, and was like, yeah, man, I'm down with this. This is super cool to be able to do this. And you know, the wife said the same thing. She's like, wow, man, this is just a different vibe than like back home right now. And you know, it was super cool. It was just all around, man. I can't think Demonology, Mod of Fame, all those guys that put the shit together, man. They did a damn good job. Yeah. I'm really excited to see June 5th, to see you guys down there again.
Yeah,
chopping it up, having a good time. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know, man. I could go on for hours.
I can tell you geek, man. Look, like I said, man, like the video that I did of you when I zoomed and panned and seeing that you was having such like the look on your face, bro. You was having a good time. You was smiling, and you know those things, man, was awesome. You know, and I'm gonna keep going back to that because it was a lot of awesome people. But what I do want to ask you, so at this YouTuber's June 5th,
yes, sir.
Who would you like to race? Like, what YouTuber do you want to like call out and you want to race?
Myself.
No, I'm just saying, like somebody. You can't.
I'm trying to race myself.
You trying to race yourself?
You know, I don't really know exactly who's all going to be there this time. You know, I called Cam Cat out last time. He didn't want to do his thing, whatever. I'm cool with that. But
right.
God, you know what? If
I'll tell you what you can do, bro.
Somebody down there somebody down there in the chat just said something. E-Vapors just said something. So he's not supposed to be going, but I don't know. Maybe you call him out, or maybe you call out Zay, because you know Mr. Zay, Mr. Ooh-wee, might come.
I was gonna say if E-Vapors was gonna rent another Honda Civic from Toro, like he did down in Dallas, you know, I'd be down for him on. But you know, honestly, guys, like, it'd be my first time ever to step on a track. So I mean, I'm cool with doing whatever. I learned this too. You're not out there to beat that person. You're out there to beat yourself.
Yes.
You win, you lose, you lose. Everybody had a great mood and have a great time and get footage. So that's obviously who, you know, honestly, I don't really care who I race up against, because I'm just, if you're a big time YouTuber and I beat you, I'm blowing that video straight up. I mean, I'm
straight up. Hey.
But I don't care who I race, man. I'm just there to have fun. First time going. Honestly, I would do it against Rails, but he ain't gonna have his car there, so I'm cool with that. You know, just be able to do it against somebody that I know. You know, G Money said he was gonna bring that Taurus down there, so I might race him. You know,
we can do it, dog.
Hey.
I'm gonna put the sticky Mickeys on it.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't really care. I'm just gonna go there and have fun. If somebody says something like they want to race or whatever, I'm cool. You know, I'm not gonna deny them. You know what I mean? Let's line them up and have fun.
Hey, I would say this though. I would say it depends on what I rent, right? Because my first option is a Tesla. You know, they can shut the Tesla down and put it in valet mode from their phone or whatnot. If they see, oh, he's at the drag strip, you know what I mean? But I'm looking at another option. So if that other option is what it is, then my brother, we can line up. Second, I sold my car after I left Dallas.
Yes, right? You did.
So, and a lot of people don't know, Dallas was my first time on the track. You know what I mean? So, 3 W's and I hung it up. Yeah, hung it up or whatnot. So, you know, going. We'll see what happened in St. Louis though.
So you won 3 times.
Yeah. So
first 3 times ever you won.
Yeah, I raced Modern Day Muscle from Free Smoke. I raced him twice.
Yes. Okay. Yep.
And after I beat him twice, I had to drag the Chicken Man down the track. You know, because he called me out, did a whole video and all this or whatnot. You know, and man, I got some great angles on me and Zay race that I can't wait to drop, because I'm telling y'all, I said, Zay, you get in the lane, you got to you're gonna be the pace car, right? And I said, not only that, I'm gonna let you steal the hit. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go when you go or whatnot. So when you see me and Zay come up to that tree, when the front of Zay car hits the tree, my front bumper is at his back wheel. You know what I mean? But Zay warned me though. Zay said, "Hey, I'm gonna get up to 40 real fast." You know what I mean? And he wasn't playing when he got up to 40 real quick before we hit the tree. You know what I'm saying? So he was he was more experienced with me than me on the road racing or whatnot. So, but you know, old Daytona, man. You know what I mean? I had my Spurs on. I bucked her one time, and she doggone you know, she did what she was supposed to do. You know.
So what car are you gonna work on, and what are you gonna do? I gotta ask this.
Who, me? Man, look, I really don't like right now. I'm in the process of getting a house, and I got a little Mazda 6. You know, I got wheels on it. It's lowered. You know, got a little TV in it. It ain't nothing crazy, but I'm more working on my craft for videos and stuff like that. Like I do stuff off the camera with clients and other stuff that y'all don't see. You know, so I'm just working on that right now. I'm more of a JDM guy. So I'm more into like the Supras, the GTRs, the VIP'd out scene with the Lexus bagged, you know what I'm saying? Like with the chandeliers and the curtains, you know, all that crazy stuff, man. So I'm more of that style, but I love all cars. So, hey, but I'm just concentrating on
your car go down the track, won't it?
Yeah, well, hey, the one, not the one I got right now.
No, that's all we need to know. Will it go down the track?
Hey, low and slow. Hey,
I'm taking
we ride low and slow around here, brother. Hey, what you say you gonna pick me? What you gonna pick me? Hey,
yeah, I'm picking you.
Hey, I tell you what, like me and VFE Vapors and who was that? Zay talked about yesterday. I'm gonna need a Greyhound bus length. Just give me a Greyhound bus length. Matter of fact, give me about 2 or 3, and then I'll race you.
That's damn near the whole damn near the whole 1,320 feet.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, though.
L Boogie caught bad now. Don't let him get you twisted, boy.
Yeah. Hey, man,
you took some photos of that thing. That's a bad ride. And don't get. Hey, bro, don't be modest, bro. You got a nice whip, man. Whatever you want to do.
I just ain't going fast. Hey, I go slow. Hey, I go slow so people can see. Hey, I go slow so people can see. You know what I'm saying?
G-Money, I was trying to get him to, you know what I'm saying, talk about a car. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get him to bring it out or whatnot.
Yeah, man. I'm a camera guy, man.
You might be able to fool people that ain't been following you. You can fool them all day long. You know,
but I will have something, you know, I will eventually have something. It'll be something, it'll probably be JDM or something like that. Maybe a GTR or something like that, you know, all-wheel drive, you know. So we'll see how it goes though. But right now I'm just gonna capture y'all, you know. And one more thing too, I know how you said the scene in Minnesota is a little different. Kind of let people know how the scene is in Minnesota. Because what we would like to do eventually is travel and hit everywhere else, man, so people can see how it is there, and so you can bring the car scene to Minnesota so they can see. So kind of let us know how Minnesota is there.
Well, you know, obviously we get 14 feet of snow here every 6 months. We gotta wait till July before all the snow is gone.
Right.
But you know, honestly, you know, again, the car scene here, I'm making waves and making a name out here. Obviously, the rap's helping with that situation. But there's a lot of Mopars here. Matter of fact, when I go down to St. Louis, they're having the biggest Mopar show is coming to Minneapolis that week. Of course, I'm gonna be gone, right? But it is what it is. But you know, we have the International Raceway up in Brainerd. So the racing community is here. Our type of vibe and them cars, those kind of cars, I think is here too. It's just nobody's really stepped up to the plate. You know, they do pull-ups all the time. Coffee tables out at every parking lot they go into. I see it all the time on Instagram. You know, the problem here right now with the car scene is they love shutting down the intersections. They love shutting down the tunnel. That was a new thing a couple weeks ago. They shut down the tunnel with doing shitties and all that. I'm be truthfully honest with you. I'm not cool with you if you're doing stupid shitties and fun. Yes, but do it at the right time in the right place. Doing those things at not the right time in the right place, right? So we're having a lot of that right now, and I think the cops are not getting these kind of cars, that type of stuff. So, you know, I've been in touch with Stunner Reese, CJ, and Real. I've been in touch with them, and we're going to try to get something going on either this fall or for sure next summer. And it was weird because Reese actually came to me and was like, "Yo, we need to bring some shit up to Minnesota."
Yeah.
And you know, I told him let's bring the 32 over here. Let's do it. And it was really cool because we matched really well. We have the same vibe, the same taste of what we want to do. It's just a matter of finding the right venue. I don't, at this point right now, with everything that's gone on with these cars and how they're running them, I don't foresee anybody really wanting us in their lot. So that's something that we really have to change before we are able to have that access, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they're really looking down on these cars right now. And they're not about to have that going on in their parking lots and all that type of stuff. I have a feeling that we're going to bring something. It's just a matter of when. And I highly recommend everybody to come up. We're going to have a good time. I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of networking that I have in the Minneapolis area, food trucks and all that stuff. So it's just a matter of finding the right place. And honestly, going to these car shows, I'm networking and I'm seeing ideas. I'm seeing what we should do up here, how we should do it, what we shouldn't do. So it's just a matter of getting my feet wet. And it's you know, doing a lot of legwork and feeling people out and getting that venue. The biggest thing that I've seen, and even like CJ and those guys when we did that meetup down in Dallas, that parking lot was not big enough.
No.
If a lot of people weren't headed to the track when we did, they would have been parking 4 blocks down, and they probably still were, you know, from the videos that I saw. So I don't want to have it so jam-packed in there, you know, for a pull-up. Right. Am I going to be able to have racing? You know, that's the other thing is, are people going to show up if we're not racing? You know, if it's just a pull-up, you know, or if it's a meet and greet, are we going to have that kind of a showing? Are we going to have any showing? Are we going to have people to come out of state to come meet these guys? You know, I might be able to get organic here. I might be able to get Car Talk Gaga here. You know, I might be able to get these guys here, but they're also not going to waste their time if 20 people show up. So you have to really get that feeling out from a lot of people. And obviously these guys, you know, CJ's done a Demonology. You know, these guys have following. They want to see these guys. They want to, you know, they want to mesh with them. I'm not at that state right now, but with that being said, I want to do that. And if I have to start out with 10 cars, I start out with 10 cars. You know what I mean? So you got to start somewhere. I'm not expecting to start out with 500 cars, 500 people even, you know, we got to start somewhere. So I would say my next year, it's, we're going to be starting putting Minneapolis, Minnesota on the map with that.
Right. One more thing. So I believe that could happen because your name, and I want you to understand when I say this, your name is bigger than your subscribe count.
Yeah.
So you got to think you're bigger. I mean, when you went to Dallas, people was like SRT God. You're like, holy crap! Like, dude, I only got 200 subscribers, but God, you know. And what you got to think about too, man, is you're building a name for your city. You know, and you can get the support from other YouTubers, but your platform could start with you. You know, and the thing about it is yes, people want to do silly burnouts and stuff like that. Look, when you start getting respect like Stunner Reese and have these pull up in parks, he don't be having that crazy and he gonna tell you, hey, no burnouts, no nothing. We will have cops around. Because people want to have a good time, they want to show off their rides. Once you establish that, you'll be able to do it, because if they keep messing up stuff, they ain't gonna have nothing to do anyway. So I know me, if I couldn't burn out and we had nothing else to do, and you say, hey, we got to pull up and park it, if all I have to do is sit there and just chill and talk and conversate and network, You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it can go bigger, because it can start from a pull-up and park, and then eventually if you have a track, then you can start working on those. But like you said, right now you got to fix the problem right now, and it's these people driving and acting retarded. You know what I'm saying? But you got to set that example. They got to see what the SRT God is doing, and then seeing the SRT God going to these different events and going to these pull-up and parks, and we having a good time. If they see those videos when we was at the pull-up and park in Dallas, they seen, dude, we weren't doing nothing but having a good time. We was parked, we was laughing, we was talking, and we was filming. You know, so you are the one that's going to get your city on the map, the SRT God. It's going to start with you, and you're going to get all the help from all of us, you know. So that's what you do.
Hey, he gonna definitely do that. Hey, a tip to eliminating that crazy burnouts and all of that stuff, right? It's not a surefire, but I've been thinking about it, right? There are a lot of car shows and a lot of pull-up and parks that go down at fairgrounds. And we know what fairgrounds are, right? They're not pavement. You know what I'm saying? So it's something to think about. And a lot of times, a lot of these fairgrounds will let you host events out there, like the event that Stunner Reese coming to in North Carolina, July 31st. It's at the fairgrounds. It's a car, truck, and bike show. You know what I mean? If you want to get out there and throw some dirt around, you know what I mean, in your car, by all means.
I wouldn't put a pass on these guys.
Yeah, no, you're right. You 100 about that one, bro. So.
But yeah, I mean, as a matter of fact, that you say that, it's funny you say the fairgrounds, because we have a lot of them out here. And I know a few people that either work or run at the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
So that's definitely
something to think about.
Pursuing.
Yeah, something to think about, man.
Yeah, most definitely 100%. You know.
So hey, salute, man. So I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you being rocking with us. You know, I appreciate everybody else rocking with us. And I am going to turn it over to the main man, Money Rich, for his last words.
The real Swervo.
The real
yeah.
Swervo. Everybody, man, I had a great time tonight, man, with everybody, man. SRT God, man, you the truth, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you, champ.
Yeah, man, you everything that you advertise that you are. You know what I'm saying? I can see that for sure.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. So, but you know what time it is, though. I don't know if you watched any of the episodes before this one. Bro, you gotta get the hell up out of here, Jack.
You ain't got to go home. Even though you at home. But you got to get the hell up out of here, player.
I gotta get some damn salmon in me, man.
No, but man, we appreciate you, bro. And you know what I'm saying? If you ever need us, you got us for anything. So if you need an outlet for anything, bro, just holler at us, man. We here.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate that. Again, like I said, you know, to you four, everybody that's come through, everybody that's here right now, I truly appreciate all the love and the support. Y'all are real. Y'all are making us. You know what I mean? For anybody that said that we don't need you guys, they're full of shit. We need you. We want you. We want to show you guys. We want to learn from you guys. The community is awesome. And I truly appreciate everybody that's been rocking with me from day one. We're about to get big and be fun and have fun and inspire everybody to keep doing what they're doing, man.
Yes, sir.
For sure. So, man, I say that to say this. This is Carnation, baby. We out of here. See y'all later.
Hello.